Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel ACS Talk. And this video is a weekly episode starting from 10th of August to 16th of August, Moon transit and Mercury. And whatever there is for you, let's go to Akash ji. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akash ji.
Ram Ram. Welcome everyone for the weekly video. Everyone waits for this, I guess. So, as we are talking with this 10th of August till 16th of August, Moon and Mercury. Mercury is becoming direct here on 11th of August. But other than that, only Moon is transiting. So it will be very quick video because not too much. But yeah, still very important for those people who are going through Moon Mahadasha, Mercury Mahadasha. Very powerful. For Aries ascendant, we will see that Moon is entering into Aquarius, making a very kind of yoga with Rahu, and eclipse energy is already supposed to be beginning very soon next, after 18th of August. So Rahu and Moon, 11th house, social circle, be very careful. There can be some kind of manipulation other people are trying to put on you, or you are trying to be putting a lot of manipulations in your social circle. That is what exactly is happening. One good thing is that if there is anything that we are requiring from government, any government related uh, possibilities like any approvals and all, we will get that. So that is powerful. Rahu considers this 11th house as his own sign, and Moon is the 4th house lord. So even from real estate, there is a lot of gain sometimes. Mercury, on the other hand, it turns direct into Cancer, which is again very, very powerful. We have made a video on Mercury turning direct into Cancer just few days ago. You can put it on the last video. I think before this is going to be that only. So it is happening in the 4th house again. That's why my comment was on the real estate side. That's something very positive related to real estate or something positive related to your home will be happening. More details are in on the bigger video. Now, Moon enters into Pisces. See, after Rahu, it meets Saturn. And Saturn and Moon, when they come together, it's called Vishya Yoga. Especially in the 12th house, there can be sleep pattern disturbance. Some disturbance in sleep pattern, or sometimes in the night, you will become absolutely very active. Possible fear also for the health of the mother also can come. And sometimes be extremely careful when it comes to any crime. Like, don't do any kind of crime, just like as simple as drink and drive, or jump a signal, because accidents can happen. That is important. Moon entering into Aries on August 14th. This is very good because Kendra lot comes in. Kendra now, lot of positivity, also lot of clarity in your mental thoughts. Sometimes if you're going through Moon Mahadasha Antardasha, this is the time that relationships happen, new relationships, new emotional dependence happen. So for that, it is powerful. Whenever Moon is in the ascendant, it is very illuminated. So very, very pure position of Moon. One more thing, Rohitji, that when Moon will be into Aquarius in the beginning of the week, Jupiter will be aspecting Moon. So that is a positive news because there is a lot of protection in the social circle as well. But still, we have to be careful. Finally, end of the week, Moon becomes exalted. Exalted Moon in the second house, very good for your wealth. Any possibility of wealth or family dynamics improving, it is going to be improving, and you will have a great and a wonderful time. Many cases I've seen that in Exalted Moon in this position, such people are very powerful speakers or very powerful artists like singers and whatnot. If that is the case, then if those you are in that field, or if you have an opportunity this week or by next week beginning about speaking something very powerful somewhere, giving a presentation or something like that in the workplace, it is going to be a very awesome time for all the Aries people. All the best, guys. Have a great time. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for appointments. And moving to Taurus ascendant, Moon is entering into Aquarius with Rahu in your 10th house. 10th house is house of career. Lot of illusion in the career, sometimes very emotional disturbance, or sometimes some false news, false allegations, or falsely you are into a position where you have to be submitting. But what happens is that Jupiter, on the other hand, is Rohitji looking here at Moon. So which means the Kendra aspect, the ninth aspect, the destiny aspect, which is going to help people with their workplace. You're coming out of the workplace problem. Good news for those people who are trying to look for a job or some communication they are expecting from a short distance or a long distance place, because Rahu is a foreign planet. When Moon comes with Rahu, something from a very distant, far distant place can come to you as good communication. So all the best for that. Mercury turns direct, Rohitji. Now, this is another good news because Mercury is the lord of the second house, getting direct into the third house. I made a very big video on this regarding this only specific topic. But to give you something great in nutshell is that your communication, your relationship with your friends, your siblings, your neighbors, your some great news related to finances are going to happen, which is going to be in your favor. So short distance travel, if you have been having trouble there, you will see that now travel also becomes very easy for you. Moon enters into Pisces, Rohitji, and Pisces moon is just as moon as we talk about the Vishya Yoga between Saturn and Moon, aspected by Mars. So Mahalakshmi Yoga is also happening, Vishya Yoga is also happening. So we have to be little bit of, it's a mixed results. In the social circle, there can be poisonous events where someone is trying to put poison in your name, defamation, or someone trying to talk bad in the back on your back is possible. But on the other hand, also those who are in any share stock market, you will see great speculative gains. So all the best for that. Moon enters into Aries, Rohitji. Aries, here, when Moon enters, the third house lord goes to the 12th house. That means now this is the time for Taurus ascendant people to plan a travel. Travel wise, it's going to be a very powerful, beautiful time. One thing, Mars is still aspecting Moon. Again, speculative gain, even from foreign countries, is possible. Also possible that Moon her sleep pattern can get disturbed, and I think some new love affair also can be cooking up. That is also possible because as soon as this transit is ending, Moon is entering into Taurus, into the exalted position. Now, while it puts a debilitated aspect on the seventh house, it also is exalted in the ascendant, and it is the third house. That means your communication will be very clear and sometimes so blunt that the partners, any partner in your life, your business partner, your life partner, your office colleagues, and anyone can have a little bit of blunt reaction from you, which can create a little bit of hesitation in their mind. But your personality is completely illuminated, so take advantage of this. Anywhere where you need to have physical presence and try to show something or try to express something, this is the right time for you guys. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Gemini ascendant people, Rohitji. So now Moon is entering into Aquarius, into the ninth house. Ninth house is the house of higher learning, education. And here it is sitting with Rahu. Sometimes your mind gets into such illusion that you learn higher education is happening, but it's happening in the wrong way. Sometimes some astrologers will come and say that, okay, you know what, take some avocado seed and put it in the water and put it here, so Mahalakshmi will become happy. Such kind of remedies you can get, stupid remedies. So try to be careful what you're doing. In the other case, this is also the house related to travel, pilgrimage, also house related to father. Health of father needs to be taken care because it's a Moon is a Maraka here. Second house lord in the ninth house. It is a little bit of challenging, but it is receiving a positive aspect of Jupiter. So whatever may happen, you will come out of it. Your destiny is not exactly supporting you, but your Jupiter is looking there and making sure nothing wrong can happen that is not repairable. So all the best. Mercury turns direct here, ascendant lord direct in the second house, monetary. Financially, those who have been struggling will start seeing lot of positivity. In fact, those who are in the area of communication, speaking, teaching, anything to do with sales, marketing, somewhere where your opinion is required, you will see that there also you start having great positive news. All the best, guys. Beautiful, beautiful time. Moon enters into Pisces. Now here, Rohiji, when Moon and Saturn are together, it will create a Vesha Yoga in the 10th house. That means in the workplace, it can be challenging. Very good for real estate and very good for home development and all that. But workplace wise, we will see some kind of challenges if you're going through Moon Mahadasha, Saturn Mahadasha, Mars Mahadasha. Because Mars is aspecting Moon, making Mahalakshmi Yoga in the Kendra. But also Mars is aspecting Saturn, as well as Saturn and Moon are in conjunction. It can create some visha, some poisonous environment in the office area. For that, you have to be extra cautious and emotionally don't take any decision. That is my suggestion. Practically, Saturn is a practical person. Take practical decisions. Later, and those who are looking for a job and all, they will also see some delays here. When Moon goes into the sign of Aries, this is the time that again things will start moving into powerful positions. Second house and 11th house Lord makes any combination. If you're going through Moon Mahadasha, Mars Mahadasha, then there is absolute some great income gains that you're getting. Some very, very good news is coming related to income, related to gains, related to hopes, related to your desires, related to your elder siblings. Something very, very great is coming to you between 12th and between 14th and between 16th of August. When 16th of August comes, moon will become exalted in the 12th house. Exalted moon in the 12th house is very powerful, but it keeps you awake. Sleep problem can be the one thing that will happen because you'll be so active at night with exalted moon. Also, it is a time that foreign related communication, foreign related commitment can come. There can be possibility of travel also, or planning of travel. There can be also possibility, sorry to say this, but some kind of major expenses on family, because second house lord is exalted in the 12th house, so some expenses related to family is coming. So all the best. I hope that this week turns out to be very positive. All the negative things that I told should not happen, and all the positive things only should happen. Take care. Cancer ascendant. Now, moon is entering into Aquarius, Rohitji. When we look at moon here, it is the Lagna Lord going to the 8th house with Rahu. That means time for sudden ups and downs in your life. Aspected by Jupiter, that means sudden ups and downs can be related to health. Later can be, solved also, but we are still Lagna Lord in the 8th house, not a very good position. Health wise, we suffer. Sometimes longevity wise, also, we get to know something which can affect our longevity. If you're going through Moon Mahadasha, Rahu Mahadasha, so careful. One good news here is that Rahu and Moon gives you very big spiritual transformation, or even it can do something very great related to bringing out some kind of secret on surface. So let's hope for the best. Mercury, the 12th house lord in the ascendant, becomes direct. This is powerful because you on an overall level are at a now a point where your communication, which was creating a lot of losses for you, is now becoming so direct, so amazing that you will not go through major losses here. One positive thing again is that because it is aspecting the 7th house, you will see support from your what do you say, partners also. Any partner, any like spouse, anything that has to do with your business, work partners, colleagues, everything very powerful. Not to take any big expenses for yourself. It is avoided when Mercury is here, because the 12th house lord is going to the Lagna. That means for us, we will do some expenses. If that can be avoided, we should do that. Moon entering into Pisces, again it is a Vishya Yoga aspected by Mars. Mars 7th aspect is going on there in the 9th house. Health of the father can be compromised. Also, it is a time that your travel and all will not be that great. If you are traveling somewhere, it can be very tiring or sometimes very, very extremely overwhelming. That is what I see. One positive thing is that if you're expecting any kind of wealth from any trading kind of thing or anything that has to do with workplace wealth, you will see some positive results, because after that moon is going to the 10,000, Mars is aspecting with the 8th aspect on the 10th. So suddenly some gains in the career area happens, and which is very, very extremely positive for the Cancer ascendant people. This is an amazing placement, by the way. Mars in the 3rd house gives you absolute courage. 8th aspect gives hidden communication in your workplace, which is benefit for you. Later, moon will enter into Taurus and become exalted as well. Now, exalted moon, Lagna Lord in the 11th house, exalted, such a powerful placement. This means all your wishes, dreams are supposed to be taking one step ahead, and they are going to be coming to be fulfilled. If you're on the last edge, that means yes, that also be a positive. If you're on the edge of starting something new, putting new goals, this is also very positive. In fact, even if you're starting new work, this is the time you get a lot of gains. Your name and fame goes up. All the best, guys. Have a wonderful, beautiful time, and see you next week. Leo ascendant. Now, moon is entering into Aquarius into the 7th house. 7th house focuses on partnerships the most and spouse the most. Careful with the health of the spouse, because moon is the 12th house lord. Sometimes for the spouse, you have to go to hospital, doctors, this, that, blood test, whatnot. In fact, because 7th house is a Maraka and 7th house lord is placed here with moon, which is the 12th house lord, you have to also be careful about your genital area. Anything to do with UTIs, your prostate, anything to do with stomach, lower abdomen. This is the area where it can create some challenges for both of the genders. When we look at moon here, it is in the 7th house. That means not a very great time to sign contracts, sign any partnership deeds. So please be careful. And then Mercury becomes direct. This is the time that income wise, If we are going any lot of expenses, I told I was almost going bankrupt. That kind of expenses are there. Positively, you will see that income increases, income is positive, income is happy, income comes, and somewhere you become a little bit of more comfortable. Your expenses become less, income becomes more. That is how it happens. Also, it is a time that your family dynamics become very positive. Moon enters into Pisces, Rohitji. Now, Moon entering into Pisces is the 12th house Lord entering into the 8th house Lord, 8th house, making a Viprit Raj Yog aspected by Mars, Mahalakshmi Yoga, and making a Vishya Yoga together. So, how will it affect? Health wise, this is a Vishya Yoga. That means you can have a lot of health challenges, which may be good for you because that will increase your longevity. When Saturn comes here, it brings all the health problems to surface because Saturn is a planet of longevity. It does not want you to die. It wants you to make sure that all the things that are supposed to be taken care of, let it come on surface right now. That is good. But Moon, on the other hand, can play with your emotional sleep patterns, sometimes extreme fear, or sometimes very over fanatic behavior of doing some remedy or ritual, like very powerful. That happens here. So be careful about it. But yes, hidden no, wealth from investments is supposed to be happening. Later, Moon will enter into Aries. This is a very great position of Moon because Mars is directly aspecting with the eighth aspect on Moon, which means hidden Bhagya Udaya. That means your destiny rises, something hidden. You don't know, oh my God, I never expected this to happen. And suddenly that will happen. That is how this powerful time is. Good time for travel or planning your travel. In fact, it's a good time for any spiritual activity like a puja, a homam, and everything like that. Very powerful. And finally, the 12th house Lord gets exalted in the 10th house. Very good for your career, very good for news from foreign country, very good for travel to foreign country or planning your travel to foreign country, and very good whenever a luminary like moon or sun is exalted. It is very powerful for your image. Your image improves, your dependence improves. People start valuing you more and more and more. All the best. Very positive week, except the Vishy Yoga and the beginning of the week. But all the best. Take care. See you next week, guys. Virgo. When we talk about Virgo, Moon is entering into Aquarius. Moon is the 11th house Lord, goes to the 6th house. That is 8th from the 11th house, aspected by Jupiter. This means that health problems which you are facing from a long time may get solved now. I know it is because what happens is that when 6th house, 11th house Lord is 8th from itself, suddenly your health start becoming very good. But because Rahu is here, some skin related problems, hives on the skin, because Moon and Rahu, the poisoning because of water, something fluid, you should be very careful while eating, fluids from outside, like, any kind of soup or anything which is not hot or not very, like, careful about any kind of liquid items is what I say. Some food poisoning can happen or vomiting, that kind of stuff can happen. Later, Moon here, also not a very good time for enemies. Like in the social circles, there can be enemies or there can be people who may envy you, who may try to be bad to you. For that time, you have to be absolutely vigilant and understand who is doing what around us, just to make sure what is happening, not to take action right now. Later, Moon will enter into the later Mercury will become direct. Now I made a video about Mercury in direct. Here it is getting direct in the 11th house. That means social circle is going to now improve. You're going to get a lot of support from your social people, lot of support, and that support will enhance your career. And that is what is happening here. Exactly. Moon entering into Pisces. It is Saturn and Moon Vishya Yoga. That means other people will not be happy with your success, but because Mars is aspecting Moon, in such cases Mahalakshmi Yoga happens. So because of a collaboration, because of a partnership, you are going to get some money. Not a good time to start new collaboration, but for the previous collaboration there is going to be some great money or wealth or possibility of great happiness coming to your way. Later, Moon will enter into the 8th house. 11th house Lord in the 8th house, there's gains, hidden gains. Mars aspecting hidden gains again. Mars aspecting Moon is completely called Mahalakshmi Yoga. Now, this time, your courage, your ideas, your action will make some gains possible very powerfully. Suggest not to do very big speculative investment in stock market during this time. Otherwise, gain from past investments is seen. Moon entering into Taurus on 16th of August is also good news because here Moon is getting exalted. 11th house Lord, 11th from itself, exalted. What do we need more? we are at powerful position. Our destiny is at powerful position. All our actions are at powerful position. So please act nicely and in a more ethical dharma way, because anyways you are going to win. All the best, guys. Beautiful. We'll see you next week. Till then, Jai Shri Ram. Libra ascendant people. Moon is entering into Aquarius. Now look at Moon. 10th house Lord going to the 5th house. You'll be so creative in your workplace, but sometimes doing over because of Rahu's conjunction. Sometimes you become very over and over and over the top. For that, we have to be absolutely careful here. We cannot be doing any kind of cheating, because when you are too smart you do cheating. No cheating, ethical behavior. Be very nice with the kids. Sometimes education wise you may feel a little bit of blockages, but it is just for 2-3 days, and moon transits again you will come back. So let's be very very hopeful and very very positive. Mercury, on the other hand, will turn direct into Cancer, Rohitji. Now, here Mercury is the lord of the 9th house and the 12th house, and it is sitting in the 10th house. Foreign opportunities related to work is coming. Also, sometimes, Rohitji, in such cases, ideally Moon is not here, but Moon will be here on 18th of this month, and that will be a very big Raja Yoga for Libra ascendant people, because the 9th and the 10th house lord will have an exchange. Now, positively, because Mercury has become direct, so every action related to your education, related to foreign travel, related to expenses which were happening at a very larger scale, comes to an halt, and you start feeling much better. Later, Moon will go into the 6th house. Now, here what has happened, 10th house Lord has gone to the 6th house with Saturn, creating a Vishya Yoga. But on the other hand, it is also creating a Mahalakshmi Yoga, because Mars is looking at Moon. This is the time some big rift, big battle, or big challenge is coming to you in your workplace, and you are going to be winner in that. You are going to be winner, because once Libra ascendant cannot be losers at all, never ever. So you are going to be winner, and once you are a winner, your enemies will not be able to trouble you. Your health will become very much good. Only problem when Saturn and Moon is together, alcohol poisoning can happen. So we don't want to get into alcohol or any substance abuse. That's where we have to be careful. But on the other hand, there will be obstacles. There will be a lot of hard work, lot of struggle, but you are going to win because of this placement. Moon enters into Aries, into the 7th house, which is the house of status. 10th house lord, 10th from itself, aspected by a powerful 8th drishti of Mars on its own sign. This is proper Mahalakshmi Yoga happening in the Kendra, and you are supposed to really benefit from this. Benefit means designation changes. Maybe after this struggle, people know your true value, and you say they know you are not supposed to be here, you're supposed to be here at the top. Designation changes. Sometimes even big name, like people say that this person has of no use, no use, no use. You start coming to use. You are right now, you are private of the Madagascar movie. Now you become the private of the Madagascar movie. Those who have seen the movie, you will understand what it means. So very very powerful placement of Moon. And later also, Moon does not stop here. It goes to the 8th house, becomes exalted, and again gives you more benefit, more profit, more gains. 8th house, one thing, health wise, again, see, 6th, 7th, and 8th are houses of very critical health. Moon can create problems related to water in the body, water related issues. For that, I again tell you to be very careful, liquid wise, very careful. But otherwise, exalted Moon is going to be very good for hidden gains, benefits, even acquiring, achieving, learning occult. Very powerful time for you guys. All the best. Have a great time. See you next week. Ram Ram. Scorpio ascendant people. Now, Scorpio ascendant people, Moon is entering into Aquarius. When we look at Aquarius here, this is the 4th house for you. House of your emotional peace, happiness, relaxation, mother. Mother's health can have a little bit of major challenges, not less, but major challenges. Because Moon and Rahu together, this is challenging. Also, Rohitji, obstacles come whenever Moon and Rahu are together. I have seen obstacles come, challenges come, but overcoming them is also positive, because Jupiter is putting the 9th aspect here. So blessings from God is also there. Iska matlab, this means that challenges are there in every person's life, but we should have the ability to fight them, and that is what is exactly happening in your 4th house. Sometimes in your home, some very expenses come. Sometimes your vehicle gets into accident, but nothing happens to you. You have that ability to come back from it. That is the period that is happening. Mercury, who's the eighth house lord, who's the lord of the 11th house, is becoming direct. So all the sudden events in your happened in your life in the past few weeks also become neutral, and your destiny starts becoming very positive, very, very wonderful for you. Very good news for all the people who are going through Mercury Mahadasha, because their education, their wisdom, their knowledge, their destiny, everything is at very powerful and peak position to help them. Moon enters into Pisces. Now, Moon is not stopping here. First with Rahu, now with Saturn, creating a little bit of more challenges when it comes to creativity. You may have creative blockages. You may have challenges related to expressing yourself very, very. In fact, what you say can be used against you. That you said this, you were your motive was not that. That is the kind of. So it's better to be quiet. On the other hand, ninth house lord is ninth from itself. This is positive news. Mars is aspecting Moon in the house of speculative gains. If you have patience, you will get some reward during this time, especially related to speculation. Those who are in speculative gains, those who are in financial business, they will get lot of gains, very good gains. But careful about investment right now. It is good for all the past investment will come nicely, but no new investment between 12th to 14th of August. After 14th of August, your ninth house lord is in the 6th house, judicial winning. If there is anyone who's struggling with enemies or judicial winning is required, you are judicially winning here. Mars aspecting your moon here with the eighth aspect also gives you sudden relief from debts. If debt is a very big problem for you, you're not getting any source of income, this is the time that your debt also calm down. Very, very nice placement. Health wise, again, I'm telling you, father's health can be a concern. So for that, we have to be careful. But something very powerful, whenever Mars is aspecting its own sign and Moon is there, Moon becomes extremely favorable, even more favorable than how it is getting exalted in the sign of Taurus, which is very, very good for relationships. But suddenly you may feel a little bit of less confident because of Moon aspecting your ascendant and making it dull here. So somewhere you may feel a little bit of less confident, but powerfully this is a very nice time for new partnerships, signing of contracts, buying any new what do you say, mutual funds, anything that will give you long term gains, because Moon exalted is powerful, very powerful. And when it has no malefic aspect, even it is getting a malefic aspect of Saturn because that is retrograde right now, so does not make a very big difference. But Moon is going to perform very powerfully here. New relationships, new love affair, all this is supposed to be coming for you. All the best, guys. See you next week. Wonderful transit. Sagittarius. Now, here Moon is entering into Aquarius, into the third house for you. Being the eighth house lord, going to the third house, and with Rahu, can create sometimes very much communication losses for you. Some communication issues can happen, or you said something in anger or cunningness or whatever it is, and it can be used against you. This is not a good placement at all. Moon in the third house is not a benefic, not at all. Moon in third house, sixth house, eighth house, 12th house, not a benefic. In eighth house, it tries to remove all the obstacles from that area, but still struggle is there. So Rahu and Moon, keep shut on your hands. Try to take a little bit of detox from your social media. Also, don't write anything stupid, it can be used against you. I have a case, you can't even imagine. This person was working in the government here. He went on social media and wrote just a quote, Rohitji, a quote, normal quote, and he find on internet. Some minister interpreted that he is trying to tease me and his job was gone. He lost his job. Just imagine. He said he challenged it and then he lost it because they said we don't need him at all now. Government is that kind of problem happens. So we don't want to do anything like this. Later, Moon and Saturn will be together. Now, if you are thinking of any property purchase, or if this is a time that you have to discuss inheritance or any kind of share in your property, this is the right time to talk about it. Buying of a vehicle, not a right time. Buying of a property, right time. Construction of a property, halt, start beginning. It can begin. You can see a lot of positivity here. Also, if you want to do any kind of vastu, etc., this is a very beautiful time for do it, because 12th of August till 14th of August, when Moon is in Pisces, it is in Kendra, aspected by Mars. Very, very great yoga for spiritual exploration of your Neva. Neva means foundation. So you should do that. If you need a Vastu consultant, I have a very wonderful one. Tell me. Moon, on the other hand, in Aries, Moon enters into Aries, Rohitji. Acha, when Moon and Saturn are together, you have to be careful about your mother's health also. If mother health needs attention, you have to take them to doctor immediately. Do not delay in any case. Moon entering into the fifth house again. I told every time I keep telling, whenever fifth house and eighth house will have any combination, this is lottery. Now, all the problem that Moon was supposed to give has been done. Now, Moon is in very good position. Here, if there is any big challenges related to finances, they are going to get solved. Those who are experiencing or those who want to try for childbirth, that is also happening. But you know what happens is that whenever Moon is opposite Mars and whenever Moon is opposite, Mars is opposite Moon, such time periods of women can come because menstrual cycle is ruled by Moon and Mars. So if that is the case, just after this menstrual cycle, this is the right time for fertility. So please, try to get involved there. Later, Moon will enter into the Moon here. One more thing, very positive. Share market, stock market. Those who are in that business, they will see a major rise in their income. Eighth house is sixth house is where Moon will become exalted. Now, eighth house Lord in the sixth house exalted means getting rid of enemies. But enemies are there. Getting rid of workplace politics, but workplace politics is there. Getting rid of health problems, but health problems is there. So all the things which I'm talking about, Moon can create some problem also, and then in fact himself only gives solution. So that is a pattern of Moon here, Rohiji, which I don't understand. That why it gives problem in the first place when it is the one who wants to solve it. So it is trying to prove that no, I am on the better side. I can solve any problem. That is what Moon is trying to, tell here, everyone. All the best, guys. I hope this week becomes very positive for you. And see you next week. Ram Ram. Capricorn ascendant, Rohitji. Now, when we talk about Capricorn ascendant, Moon is entering into Aquarius into the second house. Moon is the lord of the seventh house, a Maraka, going to the second house. Absolutely, 10th of August till 12th of August, you have to be very careful about your health. Sudden dental problems, sudden skin issues, sudden water-related dehydration, or those who are waterborne diseases like jaundice, typhoid, these kind of things can trigger again. So very, very extremely careful about it. And Rahu here on the other hand, diagnosis will also not happen. Good time for money. Monetary wise, yes, some good news related to money is coming, but not related to health. We have to be extremely careful. Not a good time to make big investments, but if investments are maturing, take them and have fun with it. That is a good news. Later, Mercury is turning direct into Cancer. Now, this is also very positive because your Bhagya Lord, your Lord of the sixth house, workplace, is getting direct in the seventh house of your status, of your partnerships. Some good news from partnership is coming. In fact, some positive news related to love life is also coming. Superb. Workplace love can happen. If you're in a workplace, you can find someone, you can fall in love with someone, something good is coming here. So all the best for this. I've made a video on Mercury turning direct into Cancer just before this. You can watch that. That will give you more idea. Moon again makes another move which is challenging, and that move is it goes to the third house of with Saturn making a Vishwa Yoga. Now what happens here is that Moon, third house is not a very good placement of Moon, and especially for the seventh house Lord, third house is not a very good placement. Maraka going to the third house, ear problem, neck problem, cervical spine problem can happen because Saturn also rules the joints of the body. Here, Saturn is sitting on your ears right now. So, sudden ear pain, ear challenges can happen. On the other hand, Moon and Saturn together can also create some kind of poisonous speaking or writing. So, please refrain. From 10th of August till 14th of August, you are on Maun Vrat. There is no communication that you're doing which can ruin your reputation, that means you're aggressive, you're angry, nothing, just quiet. Try to just communicate, write it down. Just write down yourself. Don't share it with anyone. That is what you should do because this is not a time of doing it. It is not a good. If you're going through Rahu Mahadasha, Rahu Mahadasha, Jupiter Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, Saturn Mahadasha, then you are, and Mars Mahadasha also, because Mars is aspecting here. Mars can also put that the pin around you that okay, no, do it, show courage. We don't want to show courage here at all. We want to be silent. Moon enters into Aries now. Some relief. Finally, relief is coming because Mars is putting the eighth aspect of Moon. Now, here, those who are having any chest issues need to be more careful because sometimes Mars is a malefic planet and eighth aspect on the fourth house can create heart-related problems, sudden palpitations. But on the other hand, very good for anything, Rohitji, which we are supposed to do related to real estate. some beautification, some powerful thing related, some new partnership in real estate. If you want to partner with someone for real estate, this is a very, very positive time. So all the best. And moon enters into exaltation. Now this is great for those people who are in stock and share market, those who are doing education, those who are thinking and planning for progeny. Now whatever happens is that whenever Mars and Moon are together, many people who are going through such Mahadasha, Antardasha, or Mars and Moon are aspecting each other, this is the time that menstrual cycles for women happens. So ideally, if the just it has happened like 5 days ago, it has ended. Now this is the time to start planning for a progeny also. If this is a placement, because this is a absolute amazing placement of Moon for fertility. Rohini Nakshatra, fertility. It is the time of being fertile. There is one remedy. Those who are not getting fertility, in the morning, if they go to a farm and on the grass, if there is a dewdrop, which a dewdrop we in the morning there is there in the on the leaves, just put it on your tongue or under your tongue and then try. Only once. And you will see that your progeny is happening. Very, very powerful. Because that small boon represents fertility, or that represents Rohini. All the best. Take care. Aquarius ascendant. So Moon is entering into Aquarius only, where Rahu is the Lagna Lord, is placed in the Lagna only here. And the Lagna Lord, otherwise Saturn is in the second house, and Moon is going to be conjunct both. So here on an overall level, this is time of caution, because Rahu can manipulate your mind, your thoughts. And it is Jupiter is still trying to protect you, sitting from the fifth house, looking here with the ninth aspect that, okay, no, I will protect this person. But still, we want to be careful. If you're going to Rahu and Moon Mahadasha Antardasha, then you can create some big problem for yourself. For yourself, not for anyone else. You will come into a problem and then you'll start looking for some relief. So, very careful. Very good time to initiate things like, okay, I will start something new. This is a very good time for that, but not a very good time when it comes to, what you say, very good time to take bold actions like, fighting with someone, or saying that, okay, this person did wrong, now I will teach him some lesson. No, not that way. Enemies can overpower you during this time. Your sixth house lord is afflicted. So remember that sixth house lord cannot save you. Later, Mercury is turning direct into the sixth house. Now, this will give some relief because it's making a Viprit Rajyog. So the Viprit period is gone. Now the Rajyog period comes when it is starting to give good results. Little bit of trouble from enemies or from workplace politics you're getting, that will, clear communication happens and that gets solved. Health wise, we start feeling much better. And also prospects of foreign travel increases. Now Moon goes to the second house in the sign of Pisces, Rohitji. This is the sign that is related to money. Vishya Yoga in the house of money, but Mahalakshmi Yoga also happening. So what does this mean? This means that no new investments, past investments will give you positive income results. Exactly, this is what is required. No new investment should be done between 10th to between 14th of August. If you do during this time, that investment later will supposed to be poisonous for you. You'll say, my God, I invested this much, I made nothing out of it. So be very careful. On the other hand, there is one more positive news, is that because it is aspecting the eighth house where Mars is sitting, something that has to do with inheritance or property or some fixed asset which is yours, you are fighting for it, you may now achieve it or get it. So all the best. Moon enters into Pisces, Aries Rohiji on 14th of August, and this is the time that it is in the third house for you. Now, third house is the house related to your communication. Sixth house Lord in the third house. Sometimes not a very good placement of Moon, by the way, third house, but it can emotionally solve lot of problems related to enemies, related to workplace culture, related to your daily routine. You are able to take action now to come into discipline. One thing good is that it is aspecting the ninth house. So very good time for skill development. Your skill development happens, and which gives you more leverage at the workplace. Also remember that sixth house Lord is sitting 10th from itself. It is 10th from its, zodiac sign. So this means that it is a more powerful impact here. And it is still aspected by Mars. That means your courage is now used for the right action. Very, very powerful. Moon enters into exaltation also, Rohitji, this week only. Exalted in the fourth house. Fourth house is the house that we see for, mother, for, home, property and everything. Here, your home environment will be so powerful but your work environment can be a little bit of hectic because of moon aspecting in the 10th place with a debilitated aspect. Somewhere in the workplace you are not happy, in the home you will be very happy. Those who are working from home, blessings and blessings for them, like super blessings for them. Any real estate pattern where you are supposed to be getting into some kind of agreement, some kind of this, that, whatnot, also can get solved here. So all the best, very powerful week. See you next week with more good news. Pisces ascendant. So moon is entering into Aquarius into the 12th house for you. Fifth house lord in the 12th house. Those who are waiting for any foreign education, anything, or children, those who are children in foreign country, you get some good news for them. But those who are already in foreign country, you have to be careful because fifth house lord has gone to the 12th house with Rahu. Sometimes legal trouble happens here. Legal troubles can be because of love life, legal troubles can be because of children, legal troubles can be because of education also. So very careful about any steps in these areas between 10th to 12th of August. If you're going through any pattern related to education and are in a foreign country, you have to be very cautious. If exams is happening, don't do any cheating or you'll be caught. Rahu and moon together here also create sleep disorders, sometimes insomnia. So between 10th and 12th August, you are more awake at the night. You will be more active in the night, and good time for spiritual sadhana. If you want to do any mantra chanting or siddhi, any tantra siddhi, that means any related to Das Mahavidya, this is the right time for you. Between 10th and 12th August, you can do siddhi of Mahavidya. Later, moon will enter, Mercury will turn direct into Cancer. I have made a video on this just few days ago. In the fifth house, very good for people who are in education, very good for people who are in speculative investments, or very good for people who are trying for children. Things are going to be in your favor, and also new love affairs or any problem in the past happened because of the retrograde period in your love may get solved right now. So this is again good news for all the Pisces ascendant people. Moon enters into Pisces. When we look at Pisces, moon is not a very good friend of what you say Saturn. Saturn and moon can go on Vishya yoga. Now this Vishya yoga is happening in your lagna. That means no one else is poisonous here, you are yourself. You can have bad feelings. Sorry, you can have bad feelings for other people. You can have bad feelings, or you can have bad intention towards other people. That should be avoided at every cost. It will come. We are humans have the tendency to get into bad feelings, bad things, but we have to avoid all this. We have to avoid all this by conscious effort. That is karma. Conscious effort is called karma. So please do that as much as possible. But opportunities related to partnerships or money from partnerships or the gains from partnerships is happening because in the kendras, Jupiter, Mars and Moon are aspecting each other, which means Mahalakshmi Yoga happens. So something very great related to money can be seen here from partnership. Moon entering into Aries gives more confirmation about it because now the eighth aspect of Mars is on the second house. Health wise, we have to be careful, especially in the dental area. Some sudden, can be happening. Injury related to head, you fall down, some head stitches, something. Or if you're doing any kind of treatment related to hair, like hair transplant, anything, or anything related to do with mouth cosmetics, you have to be absolutely careful. You cannot do, otherwise there will be big challenges. Later, Mars aspecting the moon on the second house can also give inflow in income. Those who are in financial stress may get lot of relief during this time. Now moon on the other hand becomes exalted here. Exalted moon in the third house, not a very great placement of moon to be in the third house, but it is exalted. That means it will give all the results. Moon turns extremely powerful, and even on a practical way, you take emotional decisions, and emotional decisions are very superb for you, very very superb for you. In many cases, if there is rift with siblings or challenges with siblings, that also solved. In your near and dear social circle, you feel very positive as well. So overall, a very nice wonderful week. Also, short distance travel can happen, or you may be planning short distance travel during this week. You will remember me. So all the very best, and hope that this week becomes so great for you that you are superb. Thank you, Rohitji. Thank you for your service also, our patience also. All the best to you too. And see you next week.
Thank you, Akashi. Thank you very much. And yes, the moon is a hero for this week. Four transit.
Everywhere, moon, 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 moon.
In fact, we see in the week there only two transit of moon. Now this is double, 4 transit of moon and Mercury also bringing relief for all the 12 ascendants. Thank you,
Right.
Akashi. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri
Jai,
Ram.
Jai
Jai
Hanuman.
Hanuman.
Jai
Jai
Mata.
Mata.
Jai Malakshmi. Namaः Shivaya. Namaः Shivaya.